for my husband and for me. Our daughter-in-law, living at the moment in Melbourne in Australia, the mother of 3 of our grandchildren, is a tribal person herself. And she came to Australia at the age of 15 as a refugee because of the troubles that the tribal people in Myanmar faced. So for me, it's not a job, it's my family and it's in my heart. So with that, I would like to begin by talking the speech, which is to say that in January this year, UNFPA, as the United Nations Reproductive Health and Rights Agency, signed a milestone agreement with REC, the Government of India enterprise, leading the way in empowering the nation. And the agreement was to look at how they could take CSR, which is, as you know, corporate social responsibility, to invest it in ways to assist everyone in the country. Together, UNFPA and REC have envisioned a pioneer of a new way of doing corporate social responsibility. One where CSR is a means and not an end. One where CSR provides the possibility for a new impetus for important flagship programs for national and state level, and where it will inspire the culture of innovation, particularly in the area of technology. And most importantly, and this is where it comes to all you young people in the room today, where it addresses gaps in reproductive health, in the empowerment of adolescents and youth, and in gender equality. We heard from our 2 brilliant young tribal speakers just a moment ago of the huge gaps that the communities here face, and the work of UNFPA and REC with the government, with KIIT and KISS, is to really ensure that not only you, but your children and your children after you have the same opportunities as everyone else. This collaboration, this very new collaboration, is called Pact for Impact. You'll see a movie because sometimes my Australian accent is very difficult for people to understand, but Pact for Impact. And this Pact for Impact, there will be many, many innovative programs rolled out, and I encourage you all to join in and participate. The project being launched here today, we think, is a very great way to stimulate change. The theme, partnerships, state and your support all come together. The government of Odisha has really been a remarkable state. This is my first time ever here. I'm thrilled to be in a smart city, and the smartest city in the whole of India, and I think that deserves a round of applause. It is so green and astounding, and for all of you, your hopes and aspirations will come true in this beautiful place. The government of Odisha's record of empowering young people, girls and women, which is the heart of UNFPA's mandate, is very high. It's encouraging to note that UNFPA in this state, led by Dr. Deepa and her team, collaborates so well with the government and other partners for advancing the development of young people, and particularly those being left behind, particularly those we call vulnerable. I'd actually like to take this opportunity to congratulate the state government for its progressive policies and programs for the empowerment of tribal youth in this state. It's incredible, it's visionary, and it's so crucial to their health and well-being for generations to come. Really, congratulations. We have in UNFPA what we call the ICPD Program of Action, and it's focused on the needs and aspirations of young people, of ensuring that you have rights of engagement and all the opportunities that you would need and want, and that you take on those leadership roles in the future. The project being launched here today has these very components at its heart, and will definitely work towards ensuring this booklet, the SDGs as we call them, ensures that your future is one where you are not left behind, but in fact where you are right at the front of the stage. It also looks at the youth, peace and security agenda, and we just heard a brilliant presentation around the challenges for youth, peace and security in this area. It invests in young people's capacities and leadership, and the way in which we look at the barriers that face young people now. So the project launched here is ambitious, it has many elements, and it really seeks to ensure that all young people have the choices to make the decisions that they want. That young women and girls' choices and chances are not halted by early marriage. That young people aren't put into exploitative positions. The discussion just a moment ago around agrarian agricultural future, so that you have choices, so that moving away from this beautiful state to urban slums is not the only choice and chance available, but you have choices and chances here in this state, in your homes and your communities, to contribute and to be the very best that you can be. It will endeavour to create strong communities, not create strong communities to work with you to support communities. These are your communities. The efforts are to ensure that you have those potentials. So I congratulate everybody involved in coming up with this game-changing project, which has the name Uday, which in English means dawn. Thank you everyone for this wonderful new program. Just finally, I wanted to say that the project will have enormous benefits, and it speaks directly to what our two young people spoke about, and what the Honourable Dr. Samantha talked about, which is looking at life skills development, looking at your opportunities for employment, and looking at social entrepreneurship, and looking at making sure that if you do migrate, you know where you're going and why you're going, and when you come back, you have something good and strong and important and powerful to come back to. It's about making sure that communities are robust and do not collapse under the weights of capitalism in a very unfair way. So everybody, I would just like to thank you for your time. It's really exciting to be here, and with the permission of our honourable, distinguished, important people here, I would really like to come back. And I would like to come back and come back again and see the school and see how everything works. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We are very much enlightened with your commendable speech. We are obliged. Now I am narrating your valuable speech in Odia.